guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Tara, and on this channel, I love to share delicious but easy and healthy recipes you can make right in your very own kitchens. Today, we are going to be making a traditional Italian pasta. It is so good. This is episode 2 in a 3-part series. If you missed last week's video, I will link it up in the cards and also in the description box below. It was an easy and delicious red lentil and chickpea flour pasta. Perfect for meal prepping, high protein. You definitely want to watch that video. So for today's video, it could not get any simpler. You don't need any fancy equipment in order to make the pasta dough today. In fact, all you need is a bowl and a fork. How easy is that? For the conclusion of our pasta series next week, I'm going to be sharing a delicious Italian potato gnocchi. You do not want to miss this video. So if you have not joined our community yet, I would love to have you a part of it. You do that by hitting the red subscribe button below, and be sure to hit the bell icon. That way you're notified each time I post a new video. Be sure to stay all the way through the end of the video. I'm going to be showing you some great ways in which to use this delicious Italian pasta. Okay guys, let's hop right into the video. Okay guys, let's grab a large mixing bowl. We're going to add 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 1/2 of a teaspoon of Himalayan pink salt, and we're going to whisk this together. This is the base for the pasta dough. It is so incredibly easy. Then, using my hands, I am going to make a well in the center of the bowl. That's why I'm using such a large mixing bowl. Next, in my glass measuring cup, I'm going to crack in 2 eggs. I'm using large cage-free eggs here. Next, I'm going to add some olive oil. I got this at Trader Joe's. It's really good, and I'm using 1 tablespoon. Then I'm going to add 4 tablespoons of filtered water. Then, using either a fork or a whisk, I'm going to mix it really, really well. You want to make sure that the eggs are completely mixed in. Perfect. Next, we are going to pour about 1/4 of this into the mixing bowl with the well in the center, and I'm going to use my fork and start grabbing the flour from the outside edges and pulling it in. The traditional way of doing this is actually on a cutting board with your hands, and I have done it like that, but this is very easy. It still turns out absolutely delicious, and you don't get your hands dirty. I realized it needed a little bit more liquid, so I added 1/4 of a cup of filtered water. It is totally fine to add more liquid as you go, just use a little bit at a time. Now I've added some flour to my hands so I can begin the kneading process. This process will only take a few minutes, and you're going to need to add a little bit of flour as you go until it holds its shape and it's not too sticky with your hands. That's just about perfect. You do not have to work this dough too much. It does not have to be fully smooth at this point. Now, in a large Ziploc bag, I'm placing this dough ball, squeezing out all of the air, and I'm going to place this in the refrigerator for at least 30 minutes. Do not skip this step. Now that the pasta dough has rested in the refrigerator for at least 30 minutes, it is time for us to make the angel hair. I'm going to be using my stand mixer fitted with 2 different attachments. The first is going to make the pasta flat, and the second is going to cut it into the angel hair shape. Do not worry if you don't have a stand mixer or you don't have these attachments, you can still make this recipe. All you'll need to do is cut the dough into little sections, roll it out into like a cylinder, and cut it into equal size shapes. And you can either roll them in balls or flatten them out and boil them that way. They will still be absolutely delicious. But if you do have a stand mixer and these attachments, we are going to have some fun. Okay guys, we're going to place a generous amount of the all-purpose flour on our work surface. And now this is the dough ball that I've taken out of the plastic bag. So I am taking this dough ball and I'm just kneading it into the flour just a little bit, just to put some of that flour on so it will not be too sticky. Now I'm taking my dough cutter and I'm cutting this in half, and I'm going to place half of this back inside the plastic bag so it does not dry out. Next, we're gonna take this dough and we're gonna feed it through the top of the stand mixer attachment. And as you see, it does not come out very smooth, and I'm adding a little bit of flour each time it goes through with one pass. I have my stand mixer attachment set to the largest opening, which on mine is number 1. And each time it gets fed through, it gets smoother and smoother. So this is such a great hack to let the attachment do the kneading for us. As it gets smoother, we're gonna gradually change the setting of the stand mixer all the way to the number 6. I'm gonna stop there for the thickness. And each time I'm gonna cut it to make it a manageable size and add a little bit of flour each time. I'm hanging each of the pasta sheets onto my pasta drying rack. If you don't have one of these, you can also lay it on clean kitchen towels. And now I am changing the attachment to the spaghetti attachment, and I'm setting it to the same number 6. And look at this. Oh my goodness. This was so incredible, so much fun to use. This absolutely blew me away. Then I'm taking all of the angel hair and I'm placing it back onto the pasta rack. And now we are gonna repeat this for the second half of the dough ball, the same process. So again, we're using the sheet maker first at the thickest setting all the way to number 6, and then I've switched it to the spaghetti setting, and we're doing the same thing as we did before, set to number 6, and feeding all of these flat sheets through. This is a labor-intensive process, but the results are absolutely worth it. Next, we're gonna make the sauce, so I'm using my Instant Pot, and I will link my recipe above for my spaghetti and meatballs. And there was one of my favorite wines. And with a large stock pot, we are gonna bring it to boil, add a little bit of the Himalayan pink salt, and then we're gonna add all of the angel hair into the pot. You'll notice that this pasta has already started to dry out. It is so incredibly easy and delicious to make. And I'm making all of it because I'm meal prepping this. You can freeze this pasta and then make it anytime you feel like having it, and that works really well too. This cooks super fast in about 2 to 3 minutes. So incredibly fresh and delicious. Look at this. Oh my goodness, you know this is gonna be delicious. So here I'm draining the pasta. And I like to rinse my pasta with some cool water just to stop the cooking process. You don't have to do this, but since I'm meal prepping this, I find it's very important to do this. And then I'm adding a drizzle of olive oil so that it doesn't stick together. Oh my goodness, there is nothing quite like fresh pasta. So here I'm showing you just the angel hair. It is that good. You could just top this with a little bit of butter or even a little bit of olive oil, a sprinkle of cheese, and some salt and pepper, and it's absolutely delicious. So simple and plain because it's fresh. I just love it. Another great way to use this pasta is with my meatball marinara. I will link the video to this recipe that I previously shared on my channel, so you can check that out after this video. But there is nothing like fresh Italian pasta topped with a delicious homemade sauce and homemade meatballs. I could eat this every day of the week. It is that good. Top this with a little grated pecorino romano cheese and fresh parsley. So delicious. Well guys, what did you think of the video? I can't wait to hear what you guys think of it. Drop me a comment below, let me know a video that you'd love for me to share. If you liked today's video and want to see more like it, be sure to smash that like button and share this video with your friends and family or anyone else you know that would love to have delicious but healthy recipes that they can recreate themselves. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys. You put it in and out comes the spaghetti. We are gonna have some fun. Let's hop right in.